Good morning, class. I hope that all of you will be fine, safe, and healthy at your home. As you know, that in previous video we have completed till here, and today we will see the remaining chapter, income and other criteria. I hope that in previous video you have understood it very well. Let's see. The development level of nations or regions should be judged on the basis of other attribute beside income. It means the development level of nation or region or a place should be judged not only by the income but it also by the attribute. Attribute means quality. To understand this, let us take a comparative analysis of three states. Here, they will for understanding it, we will see they have given an example of Maharashtra, Kerala, and Bihar. Economic Survey 2013 and 14. Some comparative data on Maharashtra, Kerala and Bihar. Here you will see infant mortality rate per thousand live birth 2012. Literacy rate you will see here and net attendance ratio per 100% secondary stage 14 and 15 years 2009 to 10 and per capita income for 2012 to 13. Here you can see the per capita income, literacy rate, infant mortality rate, and other net attendance ratio. Through this, you can find out there are big difference between them, and through this you can also compare between all of them, not only through the income but also through the another attribute. Economic Survey 2013 and 14 National Sample Survey Organization Report 551. From comparative table, various aspects of development can be concluded as follows. Per capita income is highest in Maharashtra and lowest in Bihar. Here you will see, if you see per capita income in Maharashtra is highest 1 lakh 7,670, while in Bihar, if you will see 28,774. Clear? That indicates employment status and scope of earning is quite less in Bihar. Here you will see the source of income is less in Bihar, but in Maharashtra they have highest IMR. IMR means infant mortality rate is lowest. Here one word I am using again and again, mortality rate. What is the meaning of mortality? Mortality mortality means death rate. Mortality means death rate. So if you see IMR is lowest in Kerala and highest in Bihar, high IMR implies that healthcare facilities is poor and high per capita income does not guarantee for better healthcare facilities. Okay, here IMR is lowest in Kerala and highest in Bihar. It's so that high IMR implies that healthcare facility is poor, okay, and high per capita income does not guarantee better healthcare. It doesn't matter that if you have the money, okay, you have the knowledge of healthcare, okay, it's come through the education also. Clear? Literacy rate is highest in Kerala and lowest in Bihar. It's known that in India, Kerala having the highest literacy rate. These aspects indicate that per capita income is not the best criteria to decide development, but other basic facilities and quality of life also matter much and must be properly counted for development. Through this, you can see how the development happened. Okay, it's also related to facilities, basic facilities, and quality of life. It's also added in it. Now we will see another point on the screen. You can see public facilities. In public facilities, you will see monetary development or more average income may not procure you a better life. Monetary means economic development. Economic. Monetary means economic or financial. FINANCIAL or ECONOMIC. Economic development. Or more average income may not procure you a better life. Clear? It's mean that through the financial development, through the finance financial development, you cannot earn the a better life. Okay, procure means supply, provide. Earn is a good word. EARN. Income may not earn you a better life. It cannot buy pollution free environmental. Through the money, it's not possible that you will throw the money, you will have a better life, or you can buy a pollution free environment. You can live in a good environment. Okay, and unadulterated medicines or protection from disease. Unadulterated medicines means unmixed element or unmixed medicines or protection from disease. Through the money, we cannot only through the money we cannot do this. So public facilities like primary, secondary, school, healthcare facilities, cleanliness are also important for living. Only earning the money is not should be a aim. Okay, there should be a standard of life. We need primary, secondary school, healthcare facilities, cleanliness. These are our. This should be our main focusing point. Clear? Okay. Now we will see on next page. So now first we will see PDS system, public distribution system. Some state like Tamil Nadu has a well-functioning PDS, public distribution system, for supply of food grains to poor people in rural areas, whereas Jharkhand does not have such an efficient system. Means PDS system is successful in many places, but here we are talking about Tamil Nadu, that Tamil Nadu has well-functioning PD system by supplying food grains to poor, mostly in rural areas, whereas Jharkhand does not have such an efficient system. In Jharkhand, this is not much effective as in Tamil Nadu. In Tamil Nadu, 75% of the people living in rural areas use a ration shop, whereas in Jharkhand only 8% of rural people are able to do so. So here you can see a big difference between Tamil Nadu and Jharkhand. In Tamil Nadu you can see that 75% of the people are using ration shop, besides in Jharkhand only 8% of total people of rural people who are living in rural areas doing so. So here you will find out how much PDS system is successful, public distribution system is successful in India, in city, in rural areas, in village. Okay. Now we will see second point, body mass index, BMI. Class, also remember this short form. What is the full form of BMI? That is body mass index. Nutrition is another important aspect of development. Nutrition, having a sufficient diet, it's also a important point. It's also a necessary point. Internationally, a standard known as body mass index is used BMI to determine whether an adult person is undernourished or not. Undernourished means in Hindi we will say कुपोषित होना, not having good diet, not having good health. Okay, so through the BMI we can find out that a person having good nourished nutrition or not. If we divide the weight of a person by the square of his or her height, what if we divide the weight of a person and by the square of weight by the square of his or her height, we get a ratio which is called BMI. So here you can see how you can BMI find out, how you can body mass index you can find out. How you will do? I hope that they have given an example. Let's see. BMI weight in kg upon height in meter per square. If the BMI is below 18.5, the person is undernourished, and if it is over 25, the person is overweight. Here they have shown a criteria through which we can see if the weight of a 1.65 meter tall adult is below than 50.5 kg. Okay, there is a height of a person is 1.65 in meter. They have, okay, you will have to write the height in meter and weight in kg. The person will be considered undernourished. Okay, if they have in this, and they you will find out the ratio, and when you will compare, then you will find out that, that the person is undernourished. However, if the same person weight is over 68 kg, the person is considered overweight. This is undernourished and this is overweight. This standard is not applicable for growing children. Okay, this standard is not used for growing children. It's only used on adult. Mostly they have shown the adult person. Now we will see another point is Human Development Report, HDR, Human Development Report. Best method to measure development are Human Development Report published by UNDP. What is the full form of UNDP? United Nations Development Program is one of the best methods to measure development. Through the UNDP, the report which is published by the UNDP is best method to measure development. First, the report compares countries based on three criteria, namely, okay, they publish the report on the basis of 3 points. First is living standard. Living standard means per capita income. But what is the per capita income of a region, of a state, of a place, of a country? Health status, life expectancy, how the health status, how the healthcare is there. Educational level of the people, literacy rate or the enrollment ratio. How much, what is the literacy rate of that place? Through these three, they compare or they publish the report. India occupies 135th rank in HDR. HDR means Human Development Report. According to HDR, in 2014, India occupies 135th rank, and in comparison to 126th rank in 2004 report. In 2004, it was 126, but in 2014, it was 135th. Among South Asian countries, Sri Lanka is ahead of India in ranking. Okay, if we see in South Asian countries, Sri Lanka is ahead. Ahead means front, FRONT, front of India in ranking. The Human Development Index (HDI) considers public health, education, poverty level, inequality, and environmental aspects to measure human development. Clear? What they consider? The Human Development Index (HDI). They consider these points. They work on this point. They compare with the help of these points. These are public health, education, poverty level, inequality, and environmental aspects. Clear? Now we will see sustainability of development. Economic development in the developed countries and developing countries has been attained at the cost of natural resources and environment. Economic development in the developed countries and developing countries has been attained. What is the meaning of attain? Attain means get. They get through the cost of natural resources and environment. Mostly their development depends on natural resources. For example, that is excessive mining of iron, gold, silver, or coal and extraction of crude oil lead to depression. Depression is a decay, decay of the stock of three resources. They use mostly these three points, three materials, minerals, metals. For example, excessive mining of iron, gold, silver or coal, and extraction of crude oil also. Smoke and other poisonous gases being released from factories lead to environmental pollution. Smoke and other poisonous gases also released from the factories where there from mostly factories release these types of poisonous gases, and they are very harmful for the environment, for our environment. Problems of water and air pollution are affecting the life of people and will affect lives of future generation also. Problems of water and air pollution. This also affecting the people's life, and they will also affect in the upcoming future generation. It will be clear if we will not control if we will not control on pollution in upcoming time in future, it will be increased more than before, and it will be very harmful for us and the upcoming generation. Environmental degradation and sustainable development. Degradation means fall, गिरना, कम होना. Okay, and next word is sustainable. We have read it before also. धारणा. Okay, धारणीय जिसे कहा जाता है. Development. Our mismanagement of natural resources will result in environmental degradation that is not confined to national or state boundary. Our mismanagement. Actually, the real thing you will see that pupils exploiting the natural resources. And if with this same speed they will to continue, they will mismanagement with of natural resources, the result will be not good. And here you can see the main disbalance in our environment is this is the also the main reason. That is not confined to national or state boundary. Through this, you cannot control its limit. Confined means limit to national or state boundary. It will be increased more and more. The disbalance of environment. Now the focus is on sustainable development, which permit us to use the resource carefully. Through the sustainable development, which help us, which teach us that we should use the resources carefully. As if you will see that mostly thing, if you will see nature is the free gift of nature. The things mostly which are in our nature is the free gift of nature. Either they are gold, silver, coal, iron, okay, soil, water, mountains. If you will see, they are natural resources and they are the free gift of nature. But we should be very careful for using them. Sustainable development is a new term that is associated with the balanced use of natural resources by using resources at minimum level so the future generation can use it. Is we will have to use the resources carefully and also we will have to try to use in minimum level so it will be safe for future generation also, so they will also use it. Class, okay, we have completed till here. Now we will see on next page 401 we have completed. See, some examples that show environment degradation are as follows. Groundwater in India. Depleting groundwater resources in Punjab, West UP, hard rock plateaus of central and south India points to overuse and growing urban settlements that to 40% decline of in groundwater source in India. See, you can see through the urban settlement and overuse of water. It creates so much problem in India. Here, you can see the decline of water is 40% in India. Clear? And now you will see exhaustion of natural resources. According to World Energy Review 2014, the total reserves of the crude crude oil crude it should be crude oil stock in the world is going to last just for 53 years as countries are fast using up the oil reserves and alternative sources of energy are not well developed yet. According to a survey, if we will use these natural resources, especially crude oil, if we will use with the same pattern in upcoming 53 years, there will be no crude oil will be available in future because we also do not have the alternative source of energy. So here you can see how we can use it, how it is useful for us. Clear? And class, here you can see on the screen some question is there. You will solve this. Which position was occupied by India in terms of STI in Human Development Report 2014? Mostly class we have completed the chapter and now you will complete this question. Clear? Okay. Now class I will add all the page of this chapter together so you can read them and mostly all the question has solved very short long question has solved in the book. So I will give you some extra question, so you will write them in your copy. Okay, thank you class. Okay.